Our land has seen so many battles. But what troubles me most is not the sound of war. It is the fear I see in the eyes of our people. Villages destroyed, families running for safety, children growing up in fear. It feels as if though something greater is being lost.
You see it clearly, Sambhaji. When injustice rises, it's not only kingdoms that suffer, it is honor that is wounded.
Honor?
Yes. A civilization remains strong when its people live with dignity. And when the dignity of a woman is threatened, the very soul of that land begins to tremble.
Then how can any ruler allow such injustice? How can power rise without responsibility?
A true king never rules for glory alone. His sword must stand for justice. His throne must stand for protection. Especially for those who cannot fight for themselves.
And what if the ruler forgets his duty?
Then history itself reminds them. And sometimes that reminder comes in the form of a war. A war that changes the destiny of the world.
Has such a war ever happened before?
Yes. Long before our time, when mighty kingdoms stood across Bharatavarsha, when pride divided brothers and ambition clouded wisdom. Then came a moment when honor was insulted before the world, and that single injustice ignited the greatest conflict in history.
What war was that, father?
A war fought not only with weapons, but with the hearts of humanity. A war between dharma and desire, between justice and arrogance, between dharma and adharma. Whenever dharma declines, and whenever adharma rises without restraint, the divine guides the course of history to restore balance. The battlefield may lie on earth, but the real battle begins within the mind of every human being. The place was Kurukshetra. The world remembers that sacred struggle as Mahabharatam.
नाम नहीं संकल्प है, अड़िग शाश्वत कल्प है।
as only a woman, does it befit Prince Devavrata of Aryavata's greatest kingdom to seize by force the daughter of a sovereign land, to bind her into an act against her will? Has the prince forgotten that every being possesses their own desires and dreams? My father arranged the Swayamvara. There was no challenge to battle, and the Kuru dynasty received no invitation. Then by what right did you transform my Swayamvara into a battlefield? Shall this be called honor or the humiliation of a woman?
O Rajakumari, in this mortal world, what greater fortune could a woman possess than to become the Samragni of Aryavata's future emperor? You should offer gratitude to the royal court of Hastinapura.
Indeed, he speaks truth.
What fortune is this? As a Rajkumari, my Swayamvara was violated and I was dragged here like a captive. In Hastinapura, is a woman's worth only measured by her roles as daughter, wife and mother? Is a woman not recognized in her own right? Does this somehow confuse humiliation with fortune? The great fortune you speak of is nothing but shackles, a binding. And Amba does not call bondage a blessing.
Rajkumari, your true words will anguish our heart. I will not force marriage. Tell me your desire. I will grant you gold, land, and wealth, all you seek.
My dreams? I had given my heart to Raja Shalva, but your arrival has stained my love with dishonor. But now he will not accept me. In his eyes, I remain the woman who was claimed by another man. And to a Rajkumari you have kidnapped, you offer gold, land, and wealth? Oh mighty prince, today I place this choice before you. Either you marry me, for it was you who won my Swayamvara by force, or here and now, in this very sabha, you must surrender your life. My honor, my future, stand in peril because of you. It is you who must restore them.
Rajkumari, I am powerless to accept your demand. I have taken a pratigna that I shall never marry. I have sworn that I will remain bound to the throne of the Kurus, its protector, until its stability is secure. Therefore, I can neither wed you nor embrace death. The suffering you endure came through my actions. Yet, my oath binds me absolutely. I cannot grant you justice, neither through marriage nor through self-sacrifice.
Oh Bhishma, for you, dharma means nothing but vows and oaths. Never justice, never compassion. Your life is no longer yours. It belongs to Hastinapura. So be it. Then hear me clearly. From this day forward, my life too is no longer mine. My existence now holds but one purpose. I shall become the cause of Bhishma's death. Yes, Bhishma, I shall be the cause, the downfall of a man enslaved by his own pratigna. A man who called himself the guardian of dharma, yet in the name of duty, reduced a woman to an object. I, Amba of Kashi, swear this. Through every life I live, through every birth I take, my only purpose shall be the fall of Bhishma.
Long ago, in the great Kuru kingdom of Hastinapura, there lived a noble and powerful king named Shantanu. One day, while walking along the banks of the sacred river Ganga, he saw a woman of extraordinary beauty. She was none other than Ganga, the goddess of the river. Mesmerized by her grace, King Shantanu asked her to marry him. Ganga agreed, but she placed one condition. The king must never question her actions. Bound by love, Shantanu accepted. Their marriage began with happiness and prosperity, but destiny had its own mysterious path. Bhishma Janam. Ganga gave birth to several children, yet, to the king's horror, she took each newborn and released the child into the flowing waters of the Ganga. Remembering his promise, Shantanu stayed silent. But when the eighth child was born, he could no longer bear the pain. He stopped Ganga and questioned her. Breaking the condition meant Ganga had to leave. Before leaving, she revealed the truth. The children were celestial beings cursed to be born on earth, and by returning them to the river, she had freed them from the curse. The eighth child, however, had to live a full human life. That child was Devarata, who would later become the mighty Bhishma, one of the greatest warriors and sages in Mahabharata. Satyavati Shantanu Katha. Years passed. One day, King Shantanu met Satyavati, the daughter of a fisherman, known for her wisdom and charm. The king wished to marry her, but her father placed a difficult condition. Only Satyavati's children must inherit the throne. This created a dilemma because Devrata was the rightful heir. To fulfill his father's happiness, Devrata took a terrible vow. He renounced the throne and promised lifelong celibacy. This powerful vow shook the heavens themselves. From that day onwards, Devrata became known as Bhishma, the man of the terrible vow. Dhritarashtra Pandu Janam. After Shantanu's time, the Kuru dynasty faced uncertainty. Through divine intervention, two sons were born to continue the lineage. The elder was Dhritarashtra, born blind but strong and powerful. The young was Pandu, wise, brave, and capable of ruling the kingdom. Although Dhritarashtra was the elder, because of his blindness, the throne was given to Pandu. This decision would later become the seed of great conflict. Pandava Kaura Janam. King Pandu married Kunti and Madri, while Dhritarashtra married Gandhari. Through divine blessings, Kunti gave birth to three sons: Yudhishthira, the embodiment of Dharma; Bhima, the strongest warrior; and Arjuna, the unmatched archer. Madri gave birth to the twins Nakula and Sahadeva. Together, they were known as the Pandavas. Meanwhile, Gandhari gave birth to 100 sons, led by the ambitious and proud Duryodhana. They were known as the Kauravas. Thus began the rivalry between the true branches of the Kuru dynasty. Pandavas returned. After the death of Pandu, the young Pandavas returned to Hastinapura along with their mother Kunti. They welcomed into the royal palace and raced alongside the Kauravas. But beneath the surface, jealousy and rivalry slowly began and grew. Duryodhana could not tolerate the strength, wisdom, and popularities of the Pandavas. The seeds of hatred had been planted. Dronacharya Gurukulam. To train the princes of the Kaurava dynasty, the wise and powerful Guru Dronacharya was appointed. Under his guidance, the princes learned the arts of warfare, discipline, and dharma. Among all the students, Arjuna quickly rose as the most skilled archer, earning the special admiration of Dronacharya. However, the competition between the Pandavas and Kauravas grew stronger each day, setting the stage for the great conflict that would one day shake the entire world, the Mahabharata War.
O mighty Drupada, sovereign of Panchala, across the ages, this sacred Sanatana Yajna has been divine source from which great and heroic souls have taken birth. The very instance, the final oblation, the Purnahuti, is offered into the holy fire. The heavens themselves shall answer your prayer and grant the boon you seek. Now once more, proclaim your sacred Sankalpa and offer the Purnahuti.
O Devas, sit upon the throne of silence while mortals bleed and break beneath your gaze. I, Druva, the Maharaja of Panchala, have tasted defeat the humiliation in the hands of Dronacharya. Once a friend, and now my wound. He took a pride, a kingdom, a peace, but not a will. The years have passed. I stirred nothing but the fire of vengeance in my heart. And hence, I summon you, Dhruva, witness to all ghosts, purifier of all hearts, that this fire, not merely warm, let it create, let it forge warriors from the flame and justice from prayer. From this sacred flame, let my sankalpa take form. Give me a son who will avenge me, who will burn Drona's pride, his shadows, dark grass.
Maharaja, behold, Agnideva answers. Behold, O Raja, your son, Dushyadyomana, born of fire, is sent to the end of Dronacharya.
Yes, a son, a warrior forged from the flames of my vengeance. A breath of taken form. Why has Aditya given me you when I asked for vengeance?
You asked for vengeance, O Raja, and fire gives not what one wants, but what one deserves. Your son shall fight the wars of battle, but I shall fight the world with destiny. Fire knows no ignorance, Father. I was born not to burn, but to illuminate. Yet those who stand too close to the light will be scorched.
You speak as if touched by divinity itself. Then let the world bear witness. My daughter, Draupadi, the princess of Panchala, the queen of Dharma. I, Dhruva, swear upon the sacred fire. Only the greatest warrior alive shall claim my daughter. And through their union, the Devas shall restore Dharma in Bharatavarsha.
Sons of Dharmaraja, Mata Bhumi, may you find joy and comfort in this Bhavan, gifted by Hastinapura's love.
It glitters like gold, yet smells of fear.
When beauty conceals excess, deceit lurks nearby.
Dharma, while we were leaving Hastinapura, Vidura told you a wordplay that none of us understood. What was it about?
About a trap, mother. A fire trap has been planned here, and Vidura was warning about that. Mother, do you smell the oil and resin? I sense the weight of Vidura's warning. Danger hides behind the ornate doors.
When the grass burns, the wise deer flees through the hidden burrow. Sleep not in dwelling of oil or lack. Let your escape be silent beneath the earth.
Your words carry both fire and mercy. We shall walk where flames cannot follow.
Walls have ears, my son, but the earth beneath listens only to pure of heart. Remember, the wise man burns illusion before illusion burns him.
This place reeks of betrayal. Let me tear these walls apart, brother.
Haste is our enemy. Violence must wait. Let wisdom guide us.
Even the air here feels thick, as if it wishes to choke us.
Prophecy speaks, not in thunder, but it whispers beneath our feet. The earth itself holds our escape.
I can fight warrior, not shadow. Tell me when the time comes, and I shall tear this world apart.
These forest people, you really trust them?
Mother, Duryodhana's wicked acts have gone too far. We should remain hidden forever. It is best that Hastinapura does not learn of our escape.
Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. The world believed Pandava was to be dead. But Dharma had its ways to save them. The Paramatma who always guided people of Dharma had plans to illuminate the path again and again. Every time the men of Dharma fall, they rise to height greater than before. So will it be now.
In the Yamsa of Svardalakshmi, the divine Prakriti took form as Panchali, born as the daughter of Yagna to illuminate the path of Nar and Dharma. And on this day, the world gathered, Rajas and warriors, bound by one desire to win the heart of Panchali.
O princes and warriors of Bharatvarsha, I welcome you all to the sacred land of Panchala. Years ago, I called upon Agnideva and he answered. From that sacred flame were born my children. My son, Drishtadyumna, and daughter Draupadi, the flame of destiny herself. Before you lies the great Matsyayatra, and he who can strike upon the moving eye of the Matsyayatra, observing only its reflection in the water below, shall win the hand of my daughter in the pride of Panchala. Welcome. Yajnaseni, the princess of Panchala, Rani Draupadi. The next participant, the Maharaja of Angadesham, with the glory of sun in his eyes, wielding the victorious Vijayadhanush, the Maharadi who can conquer the world with his strength. Bring the next participant, Bana Veera Shura Karna.
If destiny conceals a glory behind skill, then let skill speak today. I shall attempt the challenge.
he lifts it, he may truly succeed.
If the challenge is open to all, may a humble Brahmin try his fate.
The rules of the codex are equal for all. Step forward, young one.
O Madhava, guide me.
This is decided. A Brahmin cannot marry the Rajkumari of Panchali.
Oh, Kshatriyas, how come you have not recognized this warrior yet? Can there be anyone in the whole of Aryavarta who can perform an act like this? Who can wield a bow like this? There is only one person throughout Aryavarta, the son of Devendra, the heir of Kunti and Pandu, the descendant of Kuru Vansha, the greatest Dhanurdhari, Mahavir Arjuna.
So be it. The destiny has spoken. The princess of Panchala shall marry the great Dhanunjaya. Let the heaven bless the couple chosen by destiny.
O Devas, Hastinapura will be territory. Mahamantri, on this occasion, announced the Annadanam across the country. With the arrival of Pandavas, Hastinapur shall return into celebrations.
Maharaja, this time it is not just the Pandavas, but also the daughter-in-law of Kuruvamsha, Panchala.
Yes, Maharaja. The Pandavas are now married, so do they deserve a kingdom and kingship.
Wait! They deserve kingship. But what about me and my brothers?
Every prince shall have their place Yodhana. Maharaja, I suggest a part of the kingdom be provided to the Pandavas to rule.
Greatly spoken by the elders of Kuruvamsa, the sons of my beloved brother Pandu, shall hereon be appointed by the sovereign rulers of sacred Khandapasa region.
Khandapasa. Narayana, Narayana. Dharmaraja, I am delighted to see all these Pandavas in Indraprastha, but Pandu Maharaja is still in Yamasabha. As the heir, it is a responsibility to ensure that he is placed in Indrasabha.
Trilokya Samsari, please tell me what I should do to give my father a place in Indrasabha.
Rajashri Yadav, Narayana. This one yajna done by you, Dharmaraja, shall ensure your father is placed in Indrasabha.
Oh Mahamuni, definitely it shall happen. Vasudeva, I kindly request you to look over the proceedings of the yajna.
Dharmaraj, Rajasuya Yagnam is among the greatest ones a person can ever perform. As long as you perform your dharma, that dharma shall protect you. To perform Rajasuya, all the kings of the country should assemble in front of you and accept you to be the sovereign king during the yajna. Send your 4 brothers to the 4 directions to delegate or battle with the kings of all the kingdoms of Bharata. First, I with Bhima and Arjuna shall go to Jarasan's kingdom to finish the biggest battle.
Definitely, Krishna. But why Jarasandha specifically?
Dharmaraj, when Parshuram went on to hunt and kill the Kshatriyas on earth 21 times, every Kshatriya dynasty got extinct except 2, the Surya Vansh and the Chandra Vansh. From them arose 136 Kshatriya dynasties. Jarasandha conquered them all. And he is sacrificing 1 king every night to Kal Bhairava. Defeat him, every empire will submit.
Nephew, why do you sit here festering in darkness?
What can I do, uncle? In battle, Arjuna is embarrassed. In council, it is race revolt. Their prosperity mocks me daily.
Battle is not the only battlefield, my child. Yudhishthira has one weakness. His love for Dharma binds him to his will. challenge him to a game of dice. He cannot refuse. And in that game, I shall play for him.
The dice.
The dice, nephew, the dice! They shall speak what souls cannot. Trust me.
Then let the invitation be sent. Let Yudhishthira come to Hastinapura. Let Dharma itself be tested in this Sabha. Avamanam, go Avamanam. I was summoned to Indraprastha not to witness the Rajya fathers, but for them to show their pomp and make Hastinapuram jealous. I was assigned the treasury and was asked to cry over the millions of gifts Indraprastha was receiving from all the Maharajas. And about the Mahasabha, O Rajan, I was made a fool there, made to jump in water and was laughed over by that Panchali. Don't you want to play dice with them? God save you this I'd rather kill myself. Suyoಧನ, what else can I do? If my respect needs to be reclaimed, then it must be directly dealt with the Pandavas. Meaning? Dhyuta Sabha Rajan, invite them for a game of dice. My mama, the Shakti of Gandhara, the greatest dice gamer here. I need you to call them to Hastinapura for a game. And we shall ensure that whatever they promise us will become known. Father, please do not say no. Your son's life is dependent on this. If you say no to this, I promise that you will witness my death in no time. Hastinapura needs to see their fall.
Summon the architects, construct a grand sum of gates in Hastina. Also, summon Vidura to my chambers immediately. Welcome, Yudhishthira. Hope you liked the new Sabha in Hastinapura has built.
It looks splendid, Maharaja. Given we met after a long time, how about we play a small game? Maybe dice? Surely you will not refuse.
Judah amongst kings. I don't feel it to be very right, given they are having responsibilities.
Oh, come on. We're not going to bet our lives and kingdoms on them. Just a small game among kin. What say?
Oh Parameshwara, please protect us from what unfolds today.
Shall we begin, Dharmaraj? A simple wager to start. Some gold, perhaps.
Let it be so.
Shall we begin, Dharmaraj? A simple wager to start. Some gold, perhaps.
Let it be so.
It seems fortune favors Gandhar today. Shall we continue? Why so worried, Pandas? It is only a game. Perhaps Dharmaraj's luck will turn. Come, let us raise the stakes. Your palace, perhaps.
Very well. The palace of Indraprastha.
The palace is ours. What else remains, cousin?
Your kingdom, Yudhishthir. Wager Indraprastha itself.
I accept.
Maharaja, stop this madness. This is no longer a game. It is the destruction of Dharma itself.
The game proceeds by mutual consent. Pitamaha, I cannot interfere.
Cannot or will not. One stake remains, Yudhishthir. Yourself. Will you wager your own freedom?
I wager myself.
wait. There is one more jewel in your possessions. One stake you have not yet wagered.
What stake? I have nothing left.
Your wife, the Samragini of Indraprastha, Draupadi.
I wagered Draupadi.
She saw us now. Bring her here. Bring the Panchali to the Sabha. Where is Panchali?
Prabhu, the queen of Indraprastha asked us a question.
What?
Did he lose himself and lose me, or did he lose me and lose himself? When I said he lost himself and then lost you, she then asked how can she be that if he is already a slave?
Enough of this nonsense. Kishastra, drag the woman and bring her to the Sabha.
Oh learned ones! Oh guardians of Dharma! Is this adharma happening with your consent? You who taught my husband's Dharma! You remain silent! You who took vows to protect this kingdom! You say nothing! Is this your Dharma? Is this your honor? When a woman is dragged by her hair into your sabha and cries for justice before the mightiest warriors, Guru Vaksha cannot answer. Is it for this adharma that this sabha was constructed? Is it Guru Vaksha that cannot answer?
I will answer this. This game was played to the sea. Yudhishthira was drunk on the game, not in his senses. Draupadi was wagered unlawfully, and even if the wager stood, no woman should be treated thus. This Sabha has committed a crime against Dharma itself.
Vikarna speaks with youth and ignorance. She is the wife of slaves. She herself is a dasi, a slave woman. She has no rights here. You are already married to 5 men, Draupadi. Here, you can marry me or Duryodhana as your 6th husband.
Why do you waste time with questions? She's ours now. Come, Draupadi, a woman of 5 husbands might as well sit upon my lap. Come here.
I will shatter it at his fourth finger and marrow runs. This I swear.
Sasna, if you're not willingly, perhaps you should make her more comfortable. Remove her garments. Let us see if the fire on Princess burns.
No! You cannot! This is no human order! Will none of you stop this? Maharaja! Is it to permit this that the throne has been passed through Kuru Vamsha? Is it for this that the elders here are born from the great Kuru Nava? If the queen of Indraprastha cannot be saved, then what talk about ordinary women? Dharma! Vayuputra! Garbhodhari! Ashwini Kumaras! Krishna! You called me a slave. You asked if I have rights. Listen to my answer now. I am Yagnaseni, Panchali, Draupadi. In the presence of the Paramatma that protected me, I met this vow. From this day until my hair is drenched in the blood of Asasana, I shall not tie it. It shall remain unbound, a reminder of this moment. I shall not know peace until these hands that dragged me here like cattle are torn from his body. Until Bhima tears open Dusasana's chest and I wash my head in the blood of my tormentor. This shall remain a symbol of the fact that this somehow also Dharma.
And I, Bhima, second of all, I swear before heaven and earth, I shall tear open Dushasan's chest and drink his blood. I shall rip out his heart while it still beats. And you hear me now, you who mock us, I shall shatter your thigh in fragments. I shall crush it until you die screaming in the dust. This I swear, may the famous being dead be my pain.
And I swear, every warrior who sat silent today, every man who watched and did nothing, you shall face my Gandiva on the battlefield. Then, Dharma will be restored.
Someone has already crossed his boundary already. I might not be able to do anything about it happen, but I shall give you 3 rules. Take whatever you want, child.
Maharaja, Kshatriya Karma is limited to 2 wounds only. I demand you to give my husband's freedom from their slavery. Give them back their kingdom and all their riches.
Let it be so. Mandavas have returned to Indraprastha, but insult burns in their hearts. They've been insulted and mocked. Draupadi's Vastrabhatnam, that should remain as the most horrific moment in human history. After all of this, they got their kingdom back because of Dhritarashtra's wounds and Draupadi's words, not because of their strength. While they have willed a change to revenge, that chance knocked at the gates of Indraprastha again.
Dharmaraja. Oh, wise man, please go ahead. What message did Hastinapura send? Dharmaraja, Hastinapura apologizes for the happenings previously. Dhritarashtra calls for another peaceful game this time. But please do be careful, Dharmaraja.
In here, the time has finally arrived. The dice are rolled just like before, but the Pandavas did not flinch. They happily accepted every defeat every time, as they knew we wanted to get them everything. It's time to prepare to avenge, to come back as greater than the present.
Alright, the final bet now. The one who loses shall take 13 years of Aranyavasam and 1 year of Agnatavasam. And during that 1 year of Agnatavasam, if they have been found or recognized, they shall then be sent for another 13 year of Aranyavasam and 1 year of Agnatavasam.
I accept.
Yes,
that fit them, roles that define them, roles that were good enough to deceive others, but not themselves. But destiny rolled its dice once again. Spies of Hastinapura entered the land where the sons of Pandu were biding their time. And before anybody realized, the Kuru army followed them. An army led by the greatest of the greatest warriors, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and Duryodhana. When death came knocking at the door of Virata to protect the kingdom of their host, the lion hiding under the sheep's skin had to come out.
me to fall back!
Move back!
Pandavas had fulfilled every condition of exile. Forest, disguise, silence. Now they sought only what was rightfully theirs. And before the drums of war could sound, one final voice had to speak. Shri Krishna, the voice of Dharma, came to Hastinapura seeking peace.
Pranam Pitama. Pranam Maharaj Dhritarashtra. I come not as Dwaraka's king, but as a friend to peace. The Pandavas have endured 13 years of exile for a game stained with deceit. Now they ask only for what is theirs by right. Return their kingdom and let there be no war.
They lost everything in a fair game, Krishna. They have no claim here.
Fair? When the dice were poisoned? When a woman was humiliated in front of those who call themselves the guardians of Dharma? But I have not come to reopen wounds. Give them back their kingdom, Duryodhana. Let Dharma be restored.
Never!
Then give them half. Let the kingdom be divided justly.
Half? Why should I surrender what is mine?
Then hear my final plea, son of Dhritarashtra. If justice seems too much for you to bear, give them just 5 villages. 5 humble villages. Surely, even your pride can yield this much.
5 villages? I will not give them land enough to pierce the needle.
Let them beg if they wish for mercy.
They lost their claim, Krishna. There's nothing more to discuss.
Then know this. I came seeking peace. I offer justice, I offer compromise. But you have chosen pride over wisdom, ego over dharma.
Spare us your sermons, you coward. Perhaps the great Krishna should learn his place. Seize him! Let us see if divinity bends to iron.
Duryodhana, stop. This is outrageous.
Chain me. You desire to chain me, Duryodhana. Then first bind the endless sky. Chain the roaring seas. Capture the howling wind in your fists. You who cannot even bind your own greed, you dare raise chains against the one who holds eternity. Look upon me and see. This earth beneath your feet. Vast and endless. The sun that rises, my blazing brow. The mountains that pierce clouds, my feet. The infinite sky itself, it breathes within me. Within me dwell 100 million moons, within me burn 100 million suns. Within me stand Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, countless, eternal. I am creation's first breath. I am destruction's final silence. If you would bind me, Duryodhana, then you must first bind the entire universe.
What is this?
Duryodhana, before you stands the eternity, the infinity. I offered you justice. You refused. I offered you peace. You mocked it. I offered you mercy. You spat upon it. So be it. Now I offer you war, Duryodhana. Not merely a battle, but a dharma yuddha. Stars will shudder. This earth will tremble. Brother will strike brother. The war that comes will echo through 10,000 years. Let all assemble know. I exhausted every path to peace. What follows now is the harvest of the seeds you planted yourselves. When a dharma grows too proud, when injustice sits on thrones, when the innocence cries unheard, dharma itself takes up the sword. And I am that sword.
And so it begins. May the Devas have mercy on them.
When a man loses his mind to ignorance, he wouldn't recognize even Parabrahma. Duryodhana's ignorance made him not understand Sri Krishna, even after looking at his Vishwarupam. That ignorance brought Kuruvamsha from Dharma Sabha to Dharma Yuddha. The greatest warriors of the age stood arrayed for the battle. War raged for 18 days, rivers ran, heroes fell. And on the 10th day, Bhishma, the mighty, the terrible, the one who bound by his pratigna, faced Shikhandi, the soul of Amba reborn and dissolved, stood before him with arrow drawn, and Bhishma, recognizing the fire of that ancient war, laid down his weapons. For even the mightiest cannot escape the consequences of injustice, no matter how noble the intention.
Dharmasvete Kurukshetre Samavete Hiyu Samaha. What are my sons and the sons going to do?
Kurukshetra, the land of Shamantaka Vanchakam. The land once sown by Parashurama with the blood of Kshatriyas is now about to witness the greatest massacre Dwapara has ever seen.
Kesava, please draw the chariot to the midst of the battlefield. I wish to see my blood all at once, whom I should fight with. I cannot do this, Mata. These are not enemies. They are my gurus, my brothers and my kin. How can I raise my Gandiva against those who taught me how to draw it? What victory is worth the blood of my own family? What kingdom is worth this ocean of grief? Better to beg for alms than to feast on a throat built from the bones of those I love. Tell me, Krishna, where is Dharma in this story?
You speak of Dharma path, yet you see only what stands before you. You see bodies, relationships, loss. But tell me, when did the eternal Atma ever die? When did the soul ever bleed? You are not mourning them, Arjuna. You are mourning your own illusion. These men you weep for, they have existed before this battle, and they will exist after. The Atma is eternal, unborn, undying. Weapons cannot pierce it. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot drown it. What dies here today is not them. It is Adharma itself.
Then show me, Krishna. If you speak of truths far beyond my sight, if you are more than my friend and my Sargi, show me what I cannot see. Show me the reality that lies beneath this nightmare.
You ask to see what mortals cannot bear. You ask for a vision that breaks the boundaries of time and flesh. Are you certain, Arjuna? Once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you know, you cannot unknow.
I am certain. Show me your true form, Kesava. Show me the reality.
Oh, Dhananjaya.
What am I seeing? What am I seeing?
You are seeing time itself, Arjuna. You are seeing the destroyer and the creator. The beginning and the end. The breath between birth and death. Look closely. Do you see them? All these warriors around you on both sides, they are already dead. They died before this war began. I have already slain them. You are merely an instrument.
I see Bhishma falling. I see Drona's death. I see Karna struck down. I see Duryodhana crushed. Are they already gone? Are they already gone?
They are already gone. They were always going to be gone. Dharma does not wait for permission, Arjuna. It does not ask for comfort. It simply is. You think you have a choice. But there is no choice. There is only the path. The question is not whether these men will die. They are already dead. The question is whether you will fulfill your dharma or whether you will run away from it.
But who are you? What are you?
I am death. The destroyer of worlds. I am the fire that consumes all things. I am the silence after the last star dies. I am the first sound of creation. I am the dance of Nataraja and the stillness of meditation. I am a friend who laughed with me. I am the God who shaped the universe. I am the cowbird who stole butter. I am the force that moves destiny itself. I am everything I should be. And yet I am nothing. I am the question. I am the answer. I am the war and the peace. I am the one who loves you and the one who demands you to rise and fight.
Forgive me, Madhava. For every moment I saw you as merely my friend, for every joke, every casual word. I could have not known. I did not know. Forgive me, Madhava, forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive, beloved friend. That you saw me as human. That you loved me as a companion. That is the greatest honor you could give me. For the divine seeks not worship alone. Love. Not fear alone, but friendship. Now you have seen the path. Now you understand. This war was never about you. It was never even about them. It is about the balance of the universe itself. When a dharma grows too powerful, when injustice threatens to drown the world, I come. I have come as Ram. I have come as Krishna. I will come again when needed. And each time, I need warriors like you. Those who will stand when others fall. Who will fight when others flee. Who will choose dharma even when dharma demands sacrifice.
I understand now, Keshava. My doubt was ignorance. My grief was just an illusion. You have shown me what lies beneath the veil of this world.
Already I am sir, phone you, sir. Evening phone you.
The battlefield of Kurukshetra burns under the rage of warriors. Dust rises, conch echo, and the sound of clashing weapons fills through the sky. But in the heart of this war, one fire burns strong than all. Bhima's oath! Years ago, in the royal court, when Draupadi was dragged by her hair into the Sabha, when Dusyasana tried to dishonor her, Bhima stood trembling with fury and made a terrible call. Dusyasana! And now, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, that moment has finally arrived. Dusyasana stands before him. The air becomes heavy with anger. Bhima's eyes blaze like fire. With a thunderous roar, Bhima charges forward. Their battle shakes the battlefield. As they crash, armors break. The ground trembles beneath their strength. Bhima!
Ambassador to the birth of Draupadi and the divine wisdom of Lord Krishna.
Each performance beautifully reminded us that Mahabharatam is not just a story in the past, but a timeless message about dharma, courage, justice, and the eternal guidance of Lord Krishna. And this message continues even today. While in ancient times, Lord Krishna guided the world towards righteousness, in the modern age, the fierce power of goddess Kali symbolizes the destruction of evil and the production of dharma.
So now, we invite you all to witness a special dance performance that beautifully connects two worlds, the wisdom of Krishna from the past and the powerful presence of Kali.
Please sit back and enjoy this powerful and meaningful performance.
Let's welcome the performance with a big round of applause.
ఇందాక మీరు చూసింది ఆనాటి కురుక్షేత్రం. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూడబోయేది ఈనాటి కురుక్షేత్రం. గైస్ రెడీ? ప్రకృతిలో భాగంగా there are few people who have helped us very great. 360 supervisor Bhaskar sir, Naveen sir, electrical department Deva sir, CDS department Srinivas sir, Veerababu sir, and I personally request and thanks all the security personnel, video and photo coverage team Raviteja, Ravani, Ganesh Sai, Vedant, Charan, and our heartfelt thanks to the VC sir and as well as the Register sir for making this event a grand success.
Thank you.
మళ్ళీ ఇలాంటి అద్భుతాన్ని మీరు చూస్తారో తెలియదు కానీ మేము చూపిస్తాం మళ్ళీ ఈసారి ఇంకా గట్టిగా కొడతాం This is Team Mahabharatam signing off.